not plugged up. It's not showing up.
Why is it bad? Sure, how can
Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, we gotta make sure we go. I guess Frankston is in the. Huh?
Yeah, Frankston.
Yeah. You should have it. Did I not give it to you?
Did you write it for me and then keep it?
No.
Frankston's already printed.
Did I leave it at the office? You've got to be kidding me.
Oh wait, no, it's back to back.
I was about to say.
The very back.
Give me a heart attack, son.
That ain't no. I would expect it at the back. Alright. Go whenever you're ready.
Hawkins is away. Frankston is home. Frankston's
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to the Tyler Legacy Red Raider softball field. Here are your starting lineups for this UIL 2A regional quarterfinal softball game between the visiting team tonight, the Hawkins Lady Hawks, and the designated home team tonight, the Frankston Maidens. We'll begin with the lineup for the visiting team. Batting first, playing shortstop, number 3, Tatum Smith. Batting second, the pitcher, number 10, Trinity Hawkins. Playing center field, number 2, Jordan Warren. The catcher, number 14, Kylie Williams. Playing third base, number 12, London Wilson. Playing first base, number 7, Laney Wilson. The DP, number 13, Ellie Frazier. Playing left field, number 5, Kaylin Ellison. Playing right field, number 1, Denton Evans. And playing third base, number 8, J.C. Smith. Substitutes for tonight's game, number 4, Olivia Barber. Number 9, Atlanta Gibson. Number 15, Allison Matthews. Head coach Jennifer Hawkins, assistant coaches Terry Boyd and Annalyn DeChamplain. Now for the Frankston Maidens. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 3, Addie Lovey. Playing center field, number 10, Kaylee Davis. Playing left field, number 11, Jenna Gould. Playing third base, number 22, Savannah Lindsay. Pitcher number 2, Kinley Howey. Catching number 5, Kaja Burnett. Playing first base number 13, Corlin Apple. Playing right field number 9, Riley Jimenez. Playing second base number 1, Juliana Gould. Second pitch for the night game, number 8, Lindsay Brett Bizzle. Number 44, J.C. Dillard. Number 7, Ashley Fracker. Number 14, Leanne Haney. Number 21, Charlie Hyde. And number 4, Alyssa Thurman. Head coach Matt Wilkins, assistant coaches Cindy Carr, Paul Gould. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor our nation, please stand and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Keith Whippen along with Brett Sweeney here at Tyler Legacy Athletic Complex is about all you can call it, Brett.
Yeah, it's a nice complex. You got the softball field and the baseball field right behind us. You got some soccer action going on out over on the other side of the outfield fence. Some tennis over to our left. This is a happening place tonight.
It is a beautiful complex here, and it is softball action here on NetSN as we are here for the Hawkins Lady Hawks versus the Frankston Maidens for some regional quarterfinal action here in East Texas.
Yeah, both teams from this area. I've actually covered both of these teams this year on NetSN. Some basketball action. We covered both lady teams. We had, Corey and I covered the Frankston girls a couple times, and also went out with Kyle to Hawkins and got to see the Lady Hawks in action. So
yeah,
both one of our
very good teams.
Yeah, both of our schools that we cover. So it's awesome we're able to get them this far in the playoffs. Unfortunately, somebody has to lose the series, Keith, and it's going to be a good one. It's
going to be a great one, and we're excited to be here to be a part of this here at Tyler Legacy. And now I have to say, I'm used to baseball. We've done a couple of softball games this season, but Brett and I are used to being pretty far away from home plate. We are very close behind home plate tonight.
I feel like I'm in the game.
Yeah, we're in the danger zone here. We do have a net, but it's just.
Hey, I might flinch tonight.
We're going to flinch a little bit tonight, I'm just telling you. But it's going to be a good night. We want to welcome everybody that is watching on Texan Live tonight and all those that are listening on NetSN for our YouTube channel. Go ahead and like and subscribe. That way you won't miss a minute of action. This is game one of a 3-game series. We'll play tonight and then tomorrow night back here at Legacy for game 2 of this series, and then game 3 back here if needed on Saturday. But we are glad that you are here. And
we're just going to camp out here.
Yeah, we're just going to, and hey, we could. There's enough going on here. We could have a lot, never have a dull moment.
That's right. We got Rob here with us tonight on camera.
Oh, yeah, Rob behind us. He's going to get some good pictures for you, and we got some good action here with some softball regional quarterfinal action. So we're going to get things started as Tatum Smith of the Lady Hawks is going to step up and start things off for this ball game. And Kinley Howie is going to get things, excuse me, she is going to be on the mound for the Maidens. And we are ready to play some ball here in East Texas. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. And we got a bunt. It's going to go down. A beautiful one. And it's going to get a base hit.
Wow.
So just like that, Brett, we have a runner on first with Tatum Smith slapping down that bunt and getting there.
Nicely executed.
Great
bunt.
execution. Not even just, no weight. Just putting it in. And time as Coach Wilkins comes out to have a conversation. And Riley Williams is the catcher, having a talk. Both of these teams have played a fantastic season, both winning their districts and then making it this far. It is quite unfortunate. The sad thing about the playoffs is somebody's got to go home.
I know, it is, but in the crowd here, man, there's
standing room only.
Yeah, or bring your chair only.
Yeah.
There's no bleacher seats left here.
No, everybody, it is packed, and it is a awesome thing to see here. And Trinity Hawkins up next with a runner on first and nobody out. Here's the pitch from Howie. And the runner goes, and Smith is out.
Oh.
As the throw from Williams gets there as Tatum Smith.
That's one way to eliminate the base runner, Keith.
Correction, it's Kasia Burnett is the catcher.
Woo.
For the Maidens. She throws to Lobig, the shortstop, and we got a first out. So just like that, we had a runner, and now we don't. And we have an out.
Man, that was a close play.
And that pitch there, Brett, that was a strike, so we got a 0-1 count. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field and off the glove of Briley Jimenez. And that's going to be strike 2. So 0-1 the count. Both of these teams have the same color scheme, so it's going to be trying to keep them it's kind of like watching last week's game with Kilgore and Bullard.
The red kind of got us a little bit. That's all right. We'll do the best we can here. Maybe we'll catch each other. If you mess up, I'll catch you. If I mess up, you catch me.
Right. Howie with the pitch, and that's going to be inside high. Fly ball behind. Williams underneath.
Man.
Burnett gets it and gets out number 2.
Burnett's been the defensive MVP so far.
Yeah.
She, make that play right there. Both outs.
Does a good job on that pickoff move there and then gets the fly ball behind home plate.
You can't emphasize how important that catcher position. You don't talk about it a whole lot until the balls get by the catcher or things happen. You don't mention it, but very important.
So 2 down and Jordan Warren. And Warren will foul that back off for a strike. Howie with the pitch. Here it comes. And in there for strikes is the umpire.
They've 1 strike away here from getting out of this inning after that leadoff runner.
And it's quite unique to have a 1-2-3 inning with a base hit to start things off.
Yeah,
but that's a possibility.
Either have a double play or you throw somebody out on the bases. And that's what they did. So
here's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back, so Warren is going to stay alive on that one. And the 0-2 is still a count.
So if you're listening to the game on our YouTube channel, we appreciate it. You can watch the game, the video version, on TexanLive.com for a small subscription. We'll have the whole series there. And if you're watching, there's also, if your friends don't want to pay, shoot them over to our YouTube channel.
And a swing and a miss for a strike, and that's a strikeout.
She went fishing for that one, Keith.
She did. She wanted that one.
Didn't catch anything.
She saw something that we didn't. But 1, 2, 3 go the Hawks, the Lady Hawks, and that was with a base hit to start things off. So a good job by the Maidens to get out of that one with what started off to be a good inning for Hawkins. So right now we're going to go to a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have the bottom of the first and some more talking points on playoff baseball and softball here in East Texas. Today's game is brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here at Tyler Legacy. Brett, this field actually opened up in February of 2022 for the Lady Raiders of Legacy, so it's really new complex here in softball field here in the area.
Perfect playoff spot. I talked to some of the Legacy staff here when we got here, and they're looking to expand the bleacher capacity here a little bit.
I think they need to with as many playoff games as they're hosting.
But honestly, for this size playoff game, this is a perfect atmosphere right here. If they add a little more bleachers, maybe they host some bigger school games.
Right.
But, yeah, this is absolutely perfect. You don't have to worry about the field being muddy.
Oh, no. And
it's nice turf.
Beautiful turf field, as you can see if you're watching. And if you're not, it's a beautiful turf field. Just take our word for it on that. But we got a lot of good action ahead of us here. But it is a beautiful place, a beautiful complex altogether over here at Legacy. And they've been hosting a lot of playoff games for baseball and softball over the last couple of weeks. So for the Hawks, Trinity Hawkins is on the mound.
Hawkins for the Hawkins.
Hawkins for the Hawkins.
Man, that's pretty ironic.
And number 3, Addie Lobig, is going to start things off.
I didn't get to do my keys for the game tonight.
You didn't? Yeah.
Let's do it now. I think for softball is a little different.
Right.
Pitchers is my number 1 key, because pitchers can pitch forever. In essence, in
there's
softball,
no pitch
there's
count.
no pitch count. It's a lot easier on the arms. So a lot of times you don't have multiple pitchers. Now sometimes you do, but a lot of times they ride one pitcher. That'll be interesting to see how that comes into a factor with 3 games in 3 days. Taking care of the ball in the field. I think errors were always is a key one, right? For both teams, you don't want to throw the ball away and let the other team run around the bases on you. And I'm going to take into account the first inning there, as that first pitch is a little bit outside. The special plays. Who can make the most? Like, that was a special play. The throw out on second was a special play. We had a really special play the other night in Kilgore with Jason Salas, double play there to basically ice the game away.
Beautiful.
So those kind of plays are another key. So I'm looking for those 3 things.
Yeah. And I'm going to throw a 4-1 in there.
Okay.
And we saw it. We've seen it over the last 2 or 3 series in baseball, and it's really going to be here as that one's fouled back for a strike. It's going to be 1-2 to Addie Lobig. It's the mental errors. We talked about it all throughout the playoffs. These teams are good. They wouldn't be here if they're not. So you don't make fundamental mistakes per se. It's the mental errors. Yeah. So you've got to keep that off the board. That's what we've seen that has lost games for teams over the last few weeks in the playoffs.
Especially when you get to teams that are, close, just kind of like these two. They're both district champions. They know how to win.
Yes.
Those key plays.
And a swing and a miss for
off-speed pitch.
3.
Off-speed pitch.
That was beautiful. And I have to tell you, one thing I do enjoy about watching softball is those pitchers and the way they can do that off-speed pitch. They can throw those things inside and outside, and then all of a sudden they just pull a string and it just drops.
Man, that was a nasty one there.
So Kaylee Davis is going to head up, and she's next on the list. And that's going to be broken down for a bunt, but it's going to foul back for a strike.
That's almost like, I want to say they pull the string back on those in softball, because they get that arm whipping.
Yes.
And it's like they're able to slow it down enough and just kind of let it go.
It's amazing. I don't know how they do it. I mean, I can tell you how to do it in baseball. I can't tell you how they do it in softball.
It may end up like 10 feet above the netting here.
But they're a lot more talented than I am to be able to do that. Here's the pitch from Hawkins. That's going to be a bunt, and it looks like Wilson is going to throw over, and it's going to be an error. What were we talking about just a minute ago?
I think I just said that, didn't I?
Yeah, and that's going to end up being an E3 as Lainey Wilson hit her right in the glove and dropped that one.
And it was a close play. It's one of those that maybe she took her eye, maybe was looking at the runner, Keith, instead of looking at the ball, and doesn't take much over there.
And it was a good job by London Wilson, the third baseman, to break on that bunt and get over there. So she was there in time. It was just
and those
jitters maybe got to the first baseman.
60 feet bases
Wilson.
make a difference, too. I mean, these girls are flying to the base.
Oh, yeah. Jenna Gould
it's almost
now
unfair.
there has a ball, that first one. Oh, yeah.
I mean, really. I mean, they're so fast. These girls these days are so fast.
And the runner goes, speaking of fast, and
out.
Gets her.
Oh, nice.
And deja vu all over again as Riley Williams in the first, as Burnett in the first throws out Tatum Smith. Now we have a throw out by Riley Williams throwing out, who was that, Lobig? No, I'm sorry, Kaylee Davis.
So I'm feeling pretty smart here starting off, Keith. We've had an error, and then we've had the special plays. We've had a couple of those, so
yeah,
I don't know.
And the possibility, once again here, of having 3 up, 3 down with a base runner that was.
We had another game that was deja vu like this, too.
Yeah. I think it was Kilgore and no, I think it was Van and Brownsboro.
Yes.
It was one of
those.
those.
There was a couple innings in a row, Van and Brownsboro. I think they had the exact same inning almost.
So we got a 3-1 count as Jenna Gould steps back in. And here's the pitch. She's going to hit that one over to first base. And Lainey Wilson says, not on my watch, not again. And she snags it, steps on the bag, and that's going to end the first. So a very eventful first inning with nothing to show for it.
Can I say an eventful 0-0 first?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, both teams got runners. Both teams threw that runner out trying to steal, and both teams went 3 up, 3 down. And now we're heading on to inning number 2. So got a lot of things going on. We're going to look at some of the playoff games here for softball right now. And I believe tomorrow it looks like Bullard. No, it looks like Brook Hill. Sorry. Brook Hill is going to go. They're in the semifinals. The Brook Hill softball team is in the semifinals for their division. They're going to be playing on Friday, which is tomorrow, at UT Arlington. They're going to be playing Carrollton Prince of Peace. So congratulations to Brook Hill. They're making it pretty far and making it to the state tournament there.
Yeah, you covered a couple of their games.
I have done that. And also keeping up with Bullard. There's something in the water over there in Bullard because the Bullard Lady Panthers have made it to the regional quarterfinals as they're going to play. They're playing tonight right now, so to speak. Or not so to speak, right now as we speak. Bullard is playing Hampshire Finette?
Yeah.
And they're in Lufkin.
And the boys are there as well. They're both in
I believe
Lufkin
so,
tonight.
yeah. And so got a lot of good East Texas teams playing. Sulphur Springs, congratulations to them. They already won, and they made it to the regional semifinals.
Beat a good Van team.
They did. They beat a great Van team.
You saw them play also this year.
I did. I did a couple of Van games as well for softball. So and they're no easy team to beat. So congratulations to Van, too, for making it to the regional quarterfinals.
Something about teams that you've covered this year, Keith,
I know.
they've done well.
We have a lot. So Riley Williams is going to step in for the Lady Hawks and see if she can get things going. And that's going to be a swing, going to go to third base as Savannah Lindsay throws it over to first. And Happel, I believe that's how you say it, Carolyn Happel maybe, gets the catch and out number 1. So quickly, we get an out on the board, 1 pitch, 1 out.
If you say it loud enough, I'm sure a parent will correct you.
I'm sure. It's happened before, once or twice in my lifetime. London Wilson is going to step in as we have nobody on and 1 out. Here's the pitch. And straight down the pipe from Howie. And Wilson gets strike number 1.
That wind feels good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was hot when we got here.
It's cooled off a little bit.
And that's going to be a fly ball out of play for strike 1. kind of behind us here.
Yeah, it's
Strike 2, excuse me.
headache.
So 0-2 the count, nobody on, and 1 out for the Lady Hawks. Wilson ready as Howie brings the pitch. High ball, she went after that one, but a good old high fastball.
High
Sits
fives
London Wilson.
High fives all around there.
Oh yeah, got a strikeout. That's her second one on the night, and Laney Wilson now steps in.
We have a pitcher's duel so far, Keith.
Oh yeah, and I think that's what we're going to have. I think we're going to have in the earlier innings
Every
little
base
pitcher's duel.
Every base runner is going to be key.
Yeah, but I think once in softball, once you go around, when you bat around, you get your batters to kind of time out your pitcher.
Yeah.
And so you bat around once, and I think in the third, fourth inning, that's when you're going to see your hits. That's a good off-speed pitch, and the umpire said it's a little high.
Ooh, I thought that was a good pitch,
So
Keith.
it's going to be a ball, 1-1 now.
That great pitcher cam looked like it was a strike.
Yeah,
There.
sure did. So Howie's going to regroup, thinking that was a strike. Good off speed there. And that wind's coming from straight behind us. That's going to go straight to the first baseman. And Chappelle gets it, steps over, and gets out number 3. So once again, 1, 2, 3, go the Lady Hawks in another quick half inning. And we're through 1.5 here in Lady Raider country at Tyler Legacy. A great field here for the game between the Frankston Maidens and the Hawkins Lady Hawks. Today's game brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here at Tyler Legacy. Savannah Lindsay, the cleanup batter here. She's going to be leading things off here in the bottom of the second for the Maidens. Going to try to do something a little bit different than what's been happening so far, as both teams so far have done a 3-up and 3-down. So Trinity Hawkins is going to step in and bring the first pitch. Here it comes. Right down on the outside corner for strike 1. A great pitch there, Brett, by Hawkins.
Yeah, like I said, any base runner tonight is going to be huge. That's why those throwouts were so huge at second.
And a good hit. That's going to go straight fly ball into center field. But guess what? Jordan Warren was standing right there. I don't even think she budged. She just kind of watched it right into her glove.
She was waiting on it.
Yeah. Like she knew it was coming.
She had a GPS tracker on it, and she's like, I know where it's going.
Tractor beam right into that glove. So that's out number 1 as Lindsay goes and sits. And Kinley Howie, the pitcher, is stepping up. So we got a pitcher-on-pitcher here. And Hawkins brings the first pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. Not going to lie, I thought that was coming at me.
Well, if it didn't hit the net, so I wasn't. Now, if it does here in a minute, then I'm definitely going to be.
We are directly, like, on the wall right behind home plate doing this broadcast here. So we have a great view of that ball coming straight at us if it's fouled back. That's a high pitch. She tried to get
nice snag there.
Howie to go fishing. And Williams does make a good snag. So 1-1 now the count. As Howie looks in.
Ooh.
Inside, but swing and a miss on that for strike 2.
Nice pitch there on the inside.
Good speed on that one.
Yeah.
I think Howie was expecting something maybe a little off speed there, but.
Yeah, she went fishing for that one inside, though, and come up with nothing.
Standing right in the middle of the batter's box there, so she's not crowding. And once again, same pitch. So Hawkins found something that, a little kryptonite there on Howie and struck her out. Second strikeout for Hawkins in the game. And now Kasia Burnett is stepping in for her first at bat. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low. Almost hit home plate there. And ball 1. And one thing I do love, Brett, about softball games is the chatter from the dugouts. You cannot deny that these girls have a lot of fun when they play this game.
Yeah, and it'll get louder the longer this game goes on.
In there for a strike. Yeah, the stark difference between baseball dugouts and softball dugouts is the chatter that goes on constantly between the teams. It's phenomenal and fun to watch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high and inside, and that's going to make it ball 2. So 2-1 now the count to Burnett. As she steps in. Wind picking up. Some good gusts coming in. That's going to be high. That was about chin high. So Burnett finds herself in a good spot here with a 3-1 count. A good opportunity.
3-1, you swinging, Keith?
Not in this situation. You're going to watch it. See, make her pitch to you.
Okay.
And, ooh, you swing at that one. That was a meat pitch, but on the outside there, took her. That was going to be a strike either way, whether she swung or not.
It's a big pitch right here.
So, big pitch, full count, and 2 outs. So, anything close, you're going to swing. And she does and fouls it back off towards the coach over there at third base. Wilkins tries to get it over there in the coach's box. Like we said earlier, Brett, we got a lot of good, a big crowd. Like people standing.
Yeah, it's
in the back here.
It's impressive.
And good show. Got a good hit. It's going to go straight down to center field. And Jordan Warren is once again waiting. And once again, 3 up, 3 down. Go the Maidens. So we're through 2 quickly here at Tyler Legacy. So, Brett, I mean, we're getting just a pitcher's duel, like you said. There's not much action from the bats so far. We had in the first inning some good hits, got some base runners, but they got thrown down. So, not much action going on. But hopefully, I think with these 2 teams, we're going to get it later on in the game.
It's a good pitcher's duel. I mean, you can't take anything away from the pitchers at this point.
No, not at all.
They're just putting batters up and down, left and right here.
But that's what you have when you have 2 great teams like these 2 teams. Mm-hmm, when you're in this far into the playoffs, you're not really going to have the 15, 16, 17 run games.
No.
You're going to have this 1-2 type games that we're probably going to have here tonight.
Yeah, and if you're watching on our YouTube channel, chat with us. We'd love to hear from you.
Oh, yeah.
Share this with any of your family or friends that are watching, or hope maybe you're watching our video. I'd like to thank Texan Live for allowing us to broadcast this series.
And go ahead, and if you are watching, go over, like he said, to our YouTube channel. at NetSN.
Yeah, if you're watching on Texas Live, still go over to the YouTube channel. Yeah. It helps us out if you like and subscribe to our channel. If you like what we're doing, trying to bring you some good high school sports in East Texas, and we do this all year round. So hopefully we'll have some more of these teams next year.
Yeah, it's our first year doing baseball and softball, so had a lot of fun. And the season's not over yet. We got this series, and then next week we'll look at what's close by, what we can do next week, and get going for everybody for East Texas sports. So here we are in the top of the third. And Elle Frazier, the designated player, she's going to step in, hit it straight high, fly ball into center field as Kaylee Davis the wind, I think, caught that one. She was running a little zigzag there and got underneath it for out number one. A one-pitch, one-out venture there.
Yeah, the center fielders have been busy. So.
Yeah, for both teams there. And Elle Frazier goes and has a seat, and Kaylin Ellison is in.
And Davis had to move a little bit farther than Warren did earlier, but nonetheless, it was a good play by Davis.
Here's the pitch from Howie. And another high fly ball. That's going to be infield. And Lobig calls everybody off. That's the shortstop. Yes. And makes the catch. So what's that, 2 pitches and 2 outs?
Yes, it's a quick inning here. It's efficient. We call this efficient.
Yeah. So another fly out infield. Gentry Evans, number 1, will step in. Howie looks over, gets the call. Steps into the circle, and there's the pitch. And Gentry Evans watches that one, and I think that was the call to watch that first pitch go by. You don't want a 3-pitch, 3-out inning.
Make her work a little bit.
Yeah. Make her get that pitch count up a little bit. Ooh, she wanted that one, but
I think that
was a little high, says the umpire.
Yeah,
and it's going to be 1-1.
Scoreboard operator jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah, the scoreboard operator thought it was a strike. Umpire
had
quickly.
Had a little curve on it.
It did, but it was a little high, I will say. And the umpire was right. It was right about. And that one's going to be inside, off the inside corner for strike. 1-2 now the count.
So she's going to
Coach Hawkins going to have a talk?
Yeah, she's going to go over and try to calm her down a little bit here.
Well, and Howie is painting both sides of the plate. She's not really sticking to one or the other. She's really putting everything inside and out there. Can be a little bit confusing for a batter. That's same pitch.
Runner up.
And rung that one up, strike 3, out 3. And again, 3 up, 3 down go the Lady Hawks. And they're going to take a break. We're going to take a break too here on NetSN. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back at Tyler Legacy for the Frankston Maidens and Hawkins Lady Hawks as the Maidens come up
think it got a little warmer all of a sudden again.
Yeah, that sun came out. We do have a score update for the Bullard softball. Bullard and Finette, Hampshire Finette. Bullard is up 3-0 in the top of the 4th right now. And we'll try to bring you some scores throughout the night. Carolyn Happel takes that one on the outside corner for strike 1.
Caught that corner.
And, yeah, that was a good pitch by Hawkins. The pitcher, Hawkins, and the team, Hawkins, I guess you could say as well.
Hey, at least it's not like we had the other day where we had Bullard versus Kilgore.
Yeah.
And Bullard, there was a Bullard kid named Bullard on the Kilgore team. That was confusing.
Yeah, that was. And a swing and a miss for strike number 2 by Happel. So Carolyn steps in, takes a look, and here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, and that was high. But I will tell you,
it was close.
Williams tried really well to frame that thing.
It was close. It sure was.
And so she did a good job trying to bring that one back in. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a high fly ball out. We got nothing above us, hey, Brett.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking up trying to find it. I need some protection here for the commentators.
We had it at Kilgore last week. We had a little net above us for some foul balls.
There ain't nothing tonight. There's nothing above
tonight.
us, nothing to block the sun, nothing to block the balls from hitting us.
Right. Good swing and a miss strike.
Man.
And the strikeouts are just flowing.
Man, that's a nice pitch from Hawkins.
And I'll tell you right, both pitchers right now are tied with 3 strikeouts apiece so far in this ball game.
And that one right there just froze her.
Yeah, that was a good one right there.
I mean,
Riley Jimenez is going to step in with 1 out and nobody on. And we haven't had a base runner since the first inning. That's going to be a swing and a miss, as Jimenez tries to catch that one. She'll step in, and Hawkins will bring the pitch. That's going to be low and outside for ball 1, so 1-1 as she tries to get her to chase on that one. And there's a foul backwards. So it'll be 1-2. An update in some baseball scores here as Bullard, keeping with Bullard, Bullard is playing Viter right now. And in the bottom of the 3rd, they're tied at 2.
Okay. That's a big game. Both teams are ranked. I think Bullard's 15. I think Viter was 24. So.
Right. Here's a pitch. Going to break down for a bunt, but goes backwards.
Right up there on that game changer cam. For
yeah.
Somebody's. Ooh. So what happened there? I thought it was a foul ball.
It was a foul ball. Should be a strike. Should be 1-2.
And they went to the next batter with an out called.
Didn't know that one. I
didn't understand that.
She broke down for a bunt. You can't foul back on a bunt, so that is correct.
So once they say they're going to bunt, then even if they foul it off?
It fouled it off, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, you can't foul
harsh.
off on that. Yeah. So that is actually considered a strikeout.
Okay. I learned something today.
Julian Gould is now up. And that's going to be hit over to third base. And a good throw from Wilson to Wilson for out number 3. So that goes quickly.
This game's flying.
And another, once again, 3 up, 3 down. And we're finally going to go back to the top of the lineup for the Hawks, for the Lady Hawks, as we head to the top of the 4th now with no score here from Tyler Legacy. A battle of pitchers and a good one at that, as we are having a great game here on NetSN. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back Brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
So back here at Tyler Legacy, and we're going to be back at the top of the lineup for the Lady Hawks as Tatum Smith is going to step in. She actually got on base with a base hit at the very first pitch of the game, but got thrown out with the trying to steal second with the next batter. And bunt again. And she's going to run that one out. Nobody's going to have that one. Good night. Wow.
Hey, I'm feeling deja vu, Keith.
Yeah.
Didn't she bunt for a hit last time?
She did bunt for a hit last time.
Now,
but
what happened last time?
She got thrown out trying to steal, Brett.
So we'll see if we have another.
It would be
Do you think
Coach Hawkins to keep her?
Do you think
Coach Wilt?
They try to go for the steal again? Is the question.
Coach Hawkins needs to keep her where she is for right now. You got a base hit, but you're going to bunt her over. Oh, that's going to be low for a ball.
Man, she's being awful lazy walking back to that base. It's like she was trying to draw a throw.
Got to be kind of careful. Got to be careful. Howie looking over as Coach Wilkins giving her the sign. And here's the windup with the pitch. And that one's going to be a hit and run. And over the head of the right fielder as Jimenez couldn't get to it. And the run comes and scores. And the Lady Hawks are the first on the board with a stand-up RBI triple by Trinity Hawkins.
So the pitcher's helping herself there. She drove in a run.
Right. Gets herself going there. And so with a run in and one on third.
I know you're not used to putting the runs up over there, Keith.
I know. Jordan Warren now going to step in with a runner on third and nobody out.
It only took us 4 innings to get one.
Hey, a run's a run. Doesn't matter when you get it. That's going to be outside for a ball.
True.
And I think that was a planned throw outside there.
Well, I was going to say the batter before was a hit and run.
It was a hit and run.
Because she was on the run before the ball was even hit.
But did a good job of stalling a little bit until she knew it was going to be past Jimenez out there in right field.
Yeah, great call.
Here's a pitch.
Hawkins.
That's going to be outside too. And again, looks like they're trying to catch Hawkins over there. Trying to steal, trying to come home. And this is very touchy territory here.
Yeah, you don't want to give up too many runs here. In this type of game, it's a pitcher's battle. Not many opportunities.
And that one's going to be a hit right back up to the pitcher, and they tried to catch Hawkins over there coming home. They do get the runner as Jordan Warren gets thrown out over there at first for out number 1. Hawkins tried to run on home, but a good job by Carolyn Happel over there at first, throwing it right back to Kinley Howie on the circle. Riley Williams now stepping into the batter's box, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a high swing. Swung on and missed for strike 1. High ball there. Brett, that was a pitch she just kind of chased after. Going for probably the sacrifice.
Yeah. It's a tough pitch to swing at here. Get yourself behind in the counter early.
Here's the pitch. And another one.
Ooh, that's
a little off speed there by Howie. And now you're in a little predicament here, as Williams trying to figure out what to do here. She is the cleanup batter here.
Yeah, Howie's kind of got her off balance.
Doesn't really
here.
know what to do. Here's the pitch. Going to be outside and off the corner, says the umpire.
Oh, nice pitch. Man, just fooled her, I think.
And a good pitch. As Kenley Howie puts that high on the outside corner, but good enough in the strike zone.
Keith, I feel like I'm in stereo. I've got one side that loved that call and one side that didn't. I mean,
and thus is the joy of our job here.
It was like, good job, Kenley, and I heard, give me a break. So I don't know. I'm not sure what it was close. I like the call, though.
And that one's in there for a strike.
Got this great camera view at it. It looked pretty close. Umpire rang her up too.
We are always a neutral party, however, in between. We're Switzerland in this thing.
It was a lawnmower crank up.
It was, yes.
I mean, she pulled it. She pulled it real
She
good.
did a good job. And a high fly ball is going to be infield. Lobig is going to get underneath that one for out number 3, but it has been broken and a score has been crossed.
What's the saying? The damage was done.
The damage was done, and one run comes across for the Lady Hawks, and now the Maidens have to come in and get something started in the bottom of the 4th. One run came. Lady Hawks lead 1-0 heading into the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN from Tyler Legacy. Don't go away.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Welcome back, everybody, as we bring you fun playoff softball here in East Texas. The Frankston Maidens and the Hawkins Lady Hawks got a good one here at Tyler Legacy. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. The Lady Hawks put one on the board and broke the 0-0 stalemate going through 3.5 innings. We were going to get things going, but I think we had a little equipment malfunction, Brett, by the catcher for the Lady Hawks. Riley Williams getting a replacement. Want to make sure she is well protected there. But we have a good game so far. I think your keys of the game were right on.
Well, sometimes I can pull out my inner CM.
Your inner
and I can get some things correct.
Speaking of, I wonder if he's watching us tonight.
I don't know.
Or listening, either way. And if you're watching or listening, we want to thank you for doing so. If you're listening, like and subscribe on our channel. That way you don't miss a minute of East Texas sports action. If you're watching on Texas Live, we appreciate that. But we want you to go over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/NetSN Live, and like and subscribe. That way you can stay up to date and catch all of the Northeast Texas sports action. A lot of screaming. Goodness gracious.
Is ready and screaming for them Indians.
Woo, goodness gracious. Well, we're back at the top of the lineup for the Maidens. It's going to be Addie Lobig.
I guess it's Maidens.
It is the Maidens, yes.
Yeah. I always forget that those kind of schools, they change it, not just Lady Indians.
Right.
Maidens.
It's the Maidens. Top of the 4th here. So Lobig watches and hits high fly ball. And Trinity Hawkins just throws everybody off and says, I got this on my own.
No problem.
Nope. One pitch, one out.
Center fielder number 10,
And they start off the bottom of the fourth. Taking care of business. It's Kaylee Davis steps in. She got on base by an error. Lainey Wilson dropped the throw. So we'll see what she can do here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a swung on and miss
Man.
for strike one. Good cut, but just couldn't make that connection there.
Well, Hawkins put some mustard on that one. Heard that pop.
I have to say, Brett, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking over across the street at Torchy's. I'm kind of getting hungry there.
Man, it's probably a good idea.
That's going to be a high for a ball. And we're tied at 1-1.
Did you say you were buying Torchies?
No, I did
Is that
not.
what you said? 'Cause, I mean, I'm there. I'm there.
Put it on my tab there, Brett. Here's the pitch. Inside, going to be a high fly ball. Wilson's going to head over.
Oh, nice
And
job.
once again, Trinity
Hawkins is all over the
says,
place.
I
Hey,
am going to take
wait a-
care of business
She
here.
is Hawkins.
She is Hawkins. But it was funny. London Wilson was closer, and Trinity just said, nope.
She's like, no, I got it.
And even London's like, excuse me, we play too.
This is my area. That's your area.
That is awesome. So a fly out there as Jenna Gould is going to take her place in the batter's box. And here's the pitch.
Ooh.
And it's going to pop off Williams' glove there. It's high for ball one. And Trinity Hawkins trying to be a one-person wrecking crew here and get all the outs in this inning. We'll see what Gould can do. Here's the windup by Hawkins and the pitch. Outside, but it's going to be hit into the dugout. Gould hits that over there to wake up her team. And they now wake up.
There they go.
Here's the pitch by Hawkins. That's going to be hit over to second base. Smith gets it. Kind of a little toss over to Wilson, and that will end the fourth inning. We're heading on to the fifth as the Lady Hawks hold on to that 1-0 lead they got here in the top of the fourth. Good little song here we're going to go, though. We're going to take a short break. Today's regional quarterfinal game is brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
We are back at Tyler Legacy. Got Brett Sweeney to my left here, doing a good job with me today, as always.
Hey, I try. You can't fire me.
No, sure can't. Nor would I want to. We're at the bottom of the fifth. Oh, excuse me, the top of the fifth. Excuse me. The Lady Hawks put a run across last inning, so we're going to try to do that here in this one, I'm sure, as Lainey Wilson.
Oh, into
Tries
the outfield.
That's going to be an error.
Yeah, that's going to be.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's going to be an error on the pitcher.
Waiting on probably an E1, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because
DP number 13, Ellie Frazier.
unfortunately, Corlin Appel would needed probably a 12-foot step ladder to get that one, Keith.
Right.
It was rather high.
Designated player L. Frazier is stepping in as Howie is going to try to get back from that error and breaks down for a bunt right down the third base line.
Uh-oh.
And she holds the ball and catches in a nice little thing there. Little, connection, little tackle.
I don't think
by Savannah Lindsay. I don't think Wilson knew that she had the ball.
No, she ran right through second, and I think that's what.
And a little collision happened over there.
It was a Wilson to Wilson collision there, Keith. But London Wilson.
That's actually Savannah Lindsay over there at third.
Is it?
Yeah, Frankston's in the field.
I'm sorry.
There.
It isn't. It's Lindsay saw her coming around second, saw Wilson, and she just, instead of throwing it, she just held it.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't looking at her coach. Unfortunately, Wilson was not. And, heads up play by Lindsay to get the tag. And that was an interesting play.
But Frazier gets on second and a fielder's choice there, an interesting one. Gets the lead runner out. And that one was a ball. And Savannah Lindsay over there at third, she's kind of rubbing her shoulder a little bit, so we're hoping that she's going to be okay. She's toughing it out over there, I'm sure, but she's going to be a little sore. That good little collision. It's going to be a pop fly over to Lindsay. And from what I just saw, she's fine because she caught that one no problem for out number 2.
Yeah. Got to be tough.
Oh, yeah.
These girls are – this is intense out here right now.
Gentry Evans is going to step in. Yeah, Lindsay just stood right there and waited and didn't hesitate. Here's the pitch. And a good bunt up, straight back up to Howie. Howie not in time, and
nice.
Gentry Evans with the speed there. And that's just a base hit.
Nice job by Evans. She turned them Jets on, Keith.
And speaking of Jets, Tatum Smith now back up to the batter's box as we're back at the top of the lineup.
Will she do again, try to bunt for a hit here? No, it's 2 outs, but you just got a couple pitches to play with.
We got to be careful, though, because you do have a runner in front of you here, so you don't want to put her in a precarious position.
Well, she's fast, too.
That's true.
So, I don't know. She hadn't swung the bat yet. So
she hasn't.
We'll see if she –
but it's a good time to maybe bunt down first base line.
Yeah. If she bunts like she did last time, it was almost perfect. Down the line and about midway where there's nobody there to really field it. It's kind of between the catcher, pitcher, and first baseman.
Right.
We'll see. She's
and
swinging.
That's going to be a swing away. That's going to go to Lindsay. And in time. That's a good job by Appel.
It's a big play right there.
Who kind of, to me, it looked like she jumped off the bag. But it came back down. It was a close play, but a good call by the umpire who was right there. And crisis averted by the Maidens.
That's big for Frankston right now.
Big one.
Because it's still, anybody's game here, 1-0. So,
and you don't want to let either team, you don't want to especially let any team get too far ahead.
And if you like good softball, what are you doing? You better be watching this. Make sure you tell all your friends about this game. This is going to be a good one, a good series in general. We'll be posting up the information about the links for tomorrow's game sometime this evening or tomorrow morning. So you can make sure you follow us on Twitter. That's where you can find out where we're going to be and all the information about NetSN. So NetSN_live is our Twitter handle. And also our YouTube channel is NetSN Live. So you just go to YouTube, type in NetSN Live. You'll find us there.
And all the games we've covered this year.
Yeah, all the games. If you're looking for some games that were happening earlier in the season, I know we've got some Frankston basketball on there. Maybe a Hawkins basketball game. So the fans of the teams, if you had anybody that played on those, we have those games there. So check it out. We got lots of great content and more coming. Our Conrads over our other crew, Kyle Owens and Jeremy Titsworth, they're over at Mike Carter Field tonight, Keith, doing White Oak, Mineola.
Yeah, is that a one and done, Brett?
It's a one and done.
Yeah.
So the winner goes home.
There, yeah.
And it's also on Texan Live.
Yes.
Or you can listen on the KMU Country app, I believe, or Mixler. I listened to him this afternoon doing the Alba Golden and Beckfield game. You had that score, Keith, a while ago, right?
I believe it was Alba Golden lost
5-1.
I think it was 5-1. Yeah.
So that's a game 1 of that series. So it's good action on NetSN. We've got multiple crews and cameras and all kinds of fun stuff playing for in the coming years. So
multiple sports as well.
If your team's not hooked in with us, let us know. We'd love to cover you.
Savannah Lindsay now stepping in. And she watches the first pitch go by outside for a ball.
Yeah, Keith even adding a new sport next year. You're going to do some volleyball,
We're going to try a little volleyball next year, see what we can do with that.
Should be fun.
I'm trying to learn all the lingo. Get libero
Spike
in there.
set.
Spike set. Match.
Yeah.
That's one's going to be in there for a strike. No, we're going to try to.
And that's the thing about volleyball. It's inside. And there's air
Yes.
You don't have to worry about the elements, like all the reschedule if you had to do this year. That was fun. With the
yeah, that was interesting. You never knew what was going to happen. That's going to go high as Lindsay watches that one. Lindsay flew out in the second, her first at bat. I said that was high, but they called that one a strike. That's a fly ball over second base. J.C. Smith underneath for out. Number 1.
Yes, Smith didn't have to move too far. She
No.
kind of looked up, maybe took a step to her right, and that's about it.
So now it's going to be Kinley Howie. Howie with a strikeout last time she was up. And that's going to be low and inside. Now, if you remember, Brett, last time, Howie struck out on some inside pitches that she swung at as Trinity Hawkins found kind of her sweet spot there. Brings that one outside for ball number 2.
Yeah, so far she's taken 2 pitches, being a little smarter this time,
not going after it.
Yeah, she's being patient. She's going to make Hawkins pitch to her here.
Yeah.
No pun intended there.
Right. Here's the pitch. And that one was pretty much straight down the pipe there.
Yeah, that was a good pitch there.
You got to wonder if she was just told to take that pitch.
Maybe she said, okay, stand up there, make her pitch you 1 strike first before you swing. So now that's happened. We'll see.
Now she's got the timing down. And that's off the outside corner, says Madam Umpire. And now it's even at 2 for Howie. And I will tell you, I'm looking over there at London Wilson. She's a little inside, so expecting probably a bunt down third base line.
It's outside there.
That one's going to be outside and high. So we have a full count.
It's a big pitch right here. If you're Frankston, you want to get some runners on base so you can try to threaten your running out of outs here as the game closes. It's high.
And that's high. We got a base runner.
Yeah, good job there.
And I'm noticing,
Howie,
Brett, and this may be just me, and I'm going to throw this out because I'm not the softball aficionado.
I'll say that I am, but I'm not.
Okay. But I'm looking, and I'm seeing that your right fielder and your left fielder are pretty close to the line, which gets a big gap between your center fielders and your side fielders there.
Maybe Jordan Warren's just super fast. Which
Probably.
I think she is.
And she is, and the runner kind of looks.
So she's going to cover.
Gonna roll.
So she's going to cover the entire center area.
Center area.
Yeah.
And that one goes in for a strike as Burnett watches that one. The first walk of the game, Brett.
Just shows how good these pitchers have been tonight.
That was for either side. Lots of strikeouts, no walks until that last one.
Again, you get this far in the playoffs, you've got to have a good pitcher, so doesn't expect anything less. Ooh, that's a little high, I guess.
And both pitchers sitting at 4 strikeouts apiece in the ball game so far. So definitely a pitcher's duel. 2-1 to Burnett. That's high. And a throw down to first, and it's going to get past, but no run is going to be made as I think Howie didn't really know what was happening.
Nice job by Evans over there backing that play up. Just like you're taught there as the right fielder. You come over and back up the throw at first.
So Burnett is high in the count, 3-1. So we're going to see what the coach has in store. She's going to watch or swing away, and she's going to swing away. High fly ball. That's going to be Tatum Smith territory right there. And they're going to get out number 2. First baseman Carolyn Happel is.
Yeah, Happel here. This is a big at bat here. They've got somebody on base. They've got a chance to. All she has to do is put it in play here.
And that's what she's going to do. Right over the third baseman's head. Wilson watches it, and we got a base hit. Quick base hit there. And now we got runners on first and second with 2 out.
Good job by Happel. She stepped out a pitch that she liked early in the count and drove it out to left center field. And
Corlin came in with authority there.
We're talking about the gap. That's where she put it at.
Yeah.
So.
And Briley Jimenez is now going to step in. Now with 2 outs, you're kind of in a position here where bunt's not really going to do you any good.
It would have to be a really good bunt.
Right.
I mean, you're talking laid down perfection.
But you got to be careful. Riley Williams is a really good catcher behind the plate there for the Lady Hawks.
Yeah, we've already seen her arm earlier in the game.
Yeah. Swung on and missed, and that'll bring a 1-1 count. We've also seen her ability to stop the ball no matter where it is around. She's kind of like a vacuum cleaner there, being able to catch that thing and keep it from getting past her.
Yeah, Jimenez has got to be careful. She can't be going fishing like that.
And that's low, but called a strike.
So yeah, now she that
1 and 2.
That last pitch that she fished for, now that's put her now at only she's 1 strike away from ending this inning, and Hawkins getting out of here without much damage.
And that's going to go straight back up to Hawkins. And
it dropped it.
And a drop ball, and the run's going to come home. And safe underneath, and she lost it again as Williams is going to try. She lost that one.
Oh, man. Well, what was your 4th key?
My 4th key was mental mistakes.
And it was almost too easy of a play. Instead of just running over and throwing it.
And those are the hardest ones to do, is those little dink-type throws, because you're concentrating so hard not to miss. And Lainey Wilson that's actually the second one that she has dropped.
I'm going to take the other side, Keith. I'm not going to blame it on Wilson. I'm going to blame it on Hawkins at this point, because she's got to throw it over there and just throw it. That underneath thing, it was kind of off, and it's kind of awkward. And yeah, you see the major league pitchers do it all the time. They hit and they kind of jog over and underhand it, but they don't work on that in practice. How many times do you underhand flip in practice? Not a whole lot.
Not often.
So I think in that instance, you've got to just throw it over to get a good throw and throw it to your first baseman.
And it gets past as Riley Williams goes back to get it, and Happel gets across. And now the Frankston Maidens take the lead by 1.
Wow, that's huge momentum swing right there.
A big one. And that was a pass ball that didn't need to be there.
Man.
And the pitch was a ball to boot, so it's 2-0. That's going to be a hit, and that's going to roll foul for strike 1.
And I feel for Hawkins, because he's pitched an incredible game.
Oh, yeah.
And it comes down to that one play.
But that's sometimes all it takes. But what she doesn't need to do is get in her head right now and lose that confidence, because she's pitched a fantastic game.
Just get this batter. You're still only down by 1. I mean, still have 2 more at bats here. So
here's the pitch. That's going to be hit over to third.
Oh, nice play.
Good job by Wilson. Over to Wilson. And so 2 runs in for the Maidens in this inning, and that gives them the lead on an error. And, that mental mistake's going to bite them, but hopefully the Lady Hawks can come back here in the top of the 6th and regroup, get another run on the board, and make this a tie ball game and start things all over again.
Yep.
And we'll see if that happens. We're going to take a break as we head to the top of the 6th. You're watching NetSN, brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. Don't go away.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here at Tyler Legacy in the top of the 6th as the Lady Hawks are 1, Maidens of Frankston are 2. And we got ourselves a game here, Brett, as for the first 4 innings it was 0-0. The Lady Hawks got a score in the top of the 4th, and then the Maidens got 2 runs at the bottom of the 5th. So we got ourselves a game.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one here. If you're missing this, you're missing a great East Texas matchup here in the regional quarterfinals.
So I believe Trinity Hawkins,
yes, it's Hawkins,
is up.
You're Hawkins right now. This is your chance to redeem yourself.
Now Trinity back in the 4th, she's the reason the run's on the board, and she got a RBI triple. So she's no stranger to hitting that ball.
She needs another one right here.
Here's the pitch from Howie. That's going to roll in, kind of a bowling pitch there.
A roller pitch.
A roller.
She had the wrong weapon. She needed her golf club for that one. She needed her driver.
Honestly, though, I have seen that work where people have swung at it.
Yeah. It's one of those tempting things. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to lay off.
That's going to be high and inside for a ball.
That's close.
That was kind of close. And that's going to be hit.
Rip.
Oh!
Wow.
And foul ball.
The umpire,
third base umpire, had to jump out of the way quickly.
He almost took it. Ooh.
Here's the pitch, and that's a hit. High fly ball into left field. That's going to hit off the fence, and Hawkins is going to make it into second base. And a good hit. That hit about halfway up the fence, almost to the 200-foot sign there.
It's like they're going to get a courtesy. Oh, no, she's just going to throw her equipment over.
Yeah.
We haven't seen much courtesy runners tonight in
They don't do
softball.
that a lot in softball.
It's interesting. They do a lot of that in baseball.
Yes, they do.
It's like constant trying to keep up with who's on base.
So Jordan Warren stepping in after the double from Trinity Hawkins. And have laid down a bunt down the third base line.
Nice bunt.
And beautiful bunt as nobody made the play. Savannah Lindsay was backed up, and nobody's watching. And the run comes in. And now Warren heads to third as it looked like Frankston just stopped. nobody was moving. Savannah Lindsay had backed up on that bunt to cover third, and Howie didn't make a move for the ball. Nobody did, and then it was just kind of just a avalanche of issues there, and nobody really made a run.
Yeah, Warren did a good job. She came off the turn there at first, saw they weren't really doing anything, and she took it upon herself to.
Good heads-up plays there.
Oh man,
by Hawkins, and looks like Coach Wilkins is going to come out and have a conversation. We're tied at 2 here.
Man,
that just
back and forth action here.
Well, it's what we expected. It's playoff softball.
It is,
and that's what you have when you get this far into the playoffs. Is 2 good teams who know what they're doing and just make, what did I say? Those middle mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, and that's really actually going to be a base hit. That's how I would call it for Jordan Warren.
Even if
it's not a double, it's just a base hit.
Even
she got
if
second on her own.
Even if that would have been fielded by Lindsay perfectly, and a throw made, she couldn't have got her. There's no way. There's no way. It was a perfect bunt. I don't know what you call that. She just hustled over to second. It really wasn't an error.
No, it was a base hit.
The error was when they overthrew it and it went out to the outfield there.
And usually what they do, Brett, is your pitcher is in the circle and they try to get it back to her as fast as possible, and that deadens everything. Good bunt by Williams, and throw over, and another run scores off the error, and another bad throw by Burnett.
And just like that lead that Frankston had a second ago is erased, and it's back to Hawkins up by 1. Damn.
So you had a couple of bad issues there, and there's your courtesy runner there.
It's just because I said something.
And that one's going to be number 9.
Yeah, number 9, that's Alona Gibson.
Yes.
For the Lady Hawks.
I was looking at the wrong roster.
Yeah, it's okay. This blue is confusing. That's what I'm here for, to straighten you out.
So it's gotten a little bit crazy
I'm old,
here.
but not as old as you are, Keith.
Yes, yes. Thank you for that. So it's getting a little crazy here at Legacy with 1 on, nobody out still, Brett. And that's a pop-up bunt.
Ooh, nice play there.
And that's going to be out. Good job by Burnett to pop up and get that out.
Yeah.
And finally, and that's exactly what the Maidens need. They need that first out to get that ball rolling.
Yep. Yeah, if you're Howie right now, you just worry about the batter. You know,
Lainey Wilson stepping in as the batter, and you're right. They need to focus one at a time. They got that first out now. They know what to do. And a bunt hit home plate. And the Lady Hawks trying to bring more around. They only got that 1 out, so they still have that ability to bring that run from second around. And Lainey Wilson made it on an error throw by Howie last inning. That's going to be a little high.
Yeah, Burnett stood up for that one. That was definitely.
Yeah.
That was probably neck high there, at least. Be interesting to see if they can get Alona Gibson in here.
That's going to be low and inside.
As you know, if she comes in as a pinch runner or a courtesy runner, however they want to call it, you know she's going to have some speed.
Yes.
They don't put slow people in at that.
No, I was never a courtesy runner.
That's okay.
So 2-1's count.
I couldn't do it either anymore. Maybe back 20 years ago it might have been.
I couldn't even do it then. Here's the pitch. That one is ooh. All right, so I'm gonna call it. That was a strike.
That looked pretty good from here.
That hit the inside corner. I mean, that hit the inside corner, sat down, had a drink, and stayed for a little while. I don't know what was seen. 3-1 the count. That was a strike.
Yep.
I thought she was about to call that a ball, but
she stood up and then
yeah.
she gave it the strike call.
Yeah. So full count now as Wilson. Big pitch here. And that's going to hit down the third base line, but it's going to go foul. So we'll reset everybody and try this again.
You straighten that out just a tad. That's a perfect hit there.
Yeah, right down the third base line. That would have put that run in from second and probably put Wilson there on over to second. And I think Lindsay saw that too. She's scooting a little bit over to third there.
Yeah, she's crowding the line a little bit.
Yep. And here's the pitch. And that one came back at me. Not going to lie. I dodged.
We got our home plate camera here. It's kind of, I'm showing it. It's kind of shaking a little bit after that. Got the net. It's a nice zip tie.
Thank you. I've got my zip ties going.
It's got it pretty attached to that fence.
I know. This is my first rodeo, Brett.
Yeah, you've done a few games this year.
Just a little bit. Howie with the windup in the pitch. That's going to fly back as well. So we got ourselves a battle here. And I'm not just talking about the game itself. I'm talking about right here at home plate.
It's a little mini battle going on.
Yeah, battle within the battle. Count still at full. Runner at second. And only one out here for Hawkins.
Yeah, thanks to Rob, we hadn't had to go to some of the other. We got lots of angles here, but he's done such a good job back there.
Done a great job for us.
Covering our field.
And that's going to foul back once again.
Man.
I think I just need a button to say foul back by Wilson. Foul back by
Foul ball. Was it like those yes buttons?
Yeah.
Foul ball. Foul ball. Foul ball.
I think Siri could probably do that for us.
Maybe. Maybe we should make one of those.
Maybe.
There's a button right here. I can do that.
Right. Howie steps in and with the pitch. And that's going to be hit and foul ball again. Thought that was going to be our third base line pitch there.
I'm sure the roadcaster could probably drum us up something like that.
Right. So the battle continues as Lenny Wilson's still at the plate with still a 3-2 count. Neither Howie or Wilson going to give any ground here. It's going to be the last woman standing. And that's going to foul back. Out of play.
Another
Heads up.
one over the stands. Man.
So a lot of...
I want to go out on a limb and say, Keith, this bat has been longer than some of our half innings tonight.
It has. Probably longer than some of our commercials here.
Yeah. We could take a commercial. That'd still be probably
Yeah,
fine,
probably just going. Howie takes a look. Here's the pitch. High, ball 4. And looks like Wilson won that one.
What a battle it was. And
great one. Designated player L. Frazier now up.
Still just one out here, too. And
yeah.
Man, for Hawkins, you could really, I wouldn't say the game would be over, but you could really get a good finishing statement here.
Well, you could put the maidens on the proverbial ropes right here.
You definitely could. So Frankston right now, you're definitely trying to get some outs.
That's going to be outside corner, says Madam Umpire. And that's going to be strike 1. 2 on and 1 out now. And Frazier is going to step in. She's already behind in the count 0-1. That's a swung on and missed strike.
Nice cut.
And 0-2.
She was kind of fooled on that pitch, but a good cut nonetheless.
And
for Frazier.
Frazier flew out in the third, and she made it on a fielder's choice last inning. Here's the pitch. That's low, and oh my goodness.
Ooh.
That was I don't know about that one. And Coach Hawkins is not happy with that call. trying to figure out, like I believe everybody else in here, where that came from.
Somebody behind us is blowing out the pitching wedge.
Yeah, I was going to say 9-iron, but pitching wedge is good too. So 2 down with a questionable strike 3 call on that last one. And that'll bring up Kaylin Ellison. And here's the pitch. That's going to be high and outside for a ball. Now, I was going to say the umpire's done a pretty good job so far, but that one was just a little bit, not a little bit, that one was way questionable.
Yeah, it was a little bit questionable.
That's going to be a high fly ball over first base way. Gould with the catch, and that's going to be it. But the damage again was done as the Lady Hawks take the lead again.
It's going back and forth here, Keith.
It is going back and forth. Told you it was going to be a good game. And we told you that's watching and listening it was going to be a good game. And you know what that means? That means you can't go anywhere. And you need to call your friends, tell them we got a good one here on NetSN.
Actually, you can go one place. You can go to the YouTube channel and like and subscribe to our videos and subscribe to our channel. That's where you can go. Only place you can go. Otherwise, don't go anywhere.
That's right. Call your friends, call everybody, tell them we got a good one here.
You know what else you need to do?
What's that?
Demand Azalea, Keith.
There you go.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back. Glad that you could join us. Waiting on something here. So back at the top of the lineup, Addie Lobig is going to step in. Working on some camera issues here, so bear with us. I'm kind of by myself here. Bottom of the 6th, and Lobig. Here's the pitch. Takes a hit straight up the middle. Hawkins gets it. She's going to throw over, and in time, out number 1. A good job. A heck of a job by Hawkins as she dodges the hit that was straight at her.
What a miss.
Good hit by Lobig. She hits it straight back up to Hawkins and bounces off her leg, and Hawkins grabs it, throws it in time over to Wilson for out number 1.
I think we had some incidental contact on our camera over there by some young high school boys.
Really? Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And all right, so with after Lobig goes and sits down here, Kaylee Davis is going to step up. She's gotten on by an error and flew out in the last one. Swings on that one.
A little bit high there, but good cut by Davis.
Well, we're getting to the point of the game where everybody's going to be swinging for the fences as hard as they can. That's going to be fouled back. And now she's owing kind of 1 and 2 here.
We're sitting now where we've got, Frankston has the, last at bat. So top of the inning for Hawkins, and, that's it. Well, actually, Hawkins is up, right?
After this?
Yeah, Hawkins should be up, Keith. I think we have the score backwards on the screen.
I think you're correct.
Hawkins just took the lead 3-2.
You're right. I hit the wrong one.
I was like, wait a second. So
nope, I hit the wrong one.
So Frankston has 5 outs
apologize.
left. 5 outs left.
Yes.
We were just
I
checking to make sure
one.
you fans were paying attention.
Yes.
Ooh.
It was a test. Swing on and miss. And that's going to be out number 2. Yeah, I do apologize. It was.
That's a mean test to the Hawkins fans.
Tell you what,
they're probably giving us hate mail.
I was probably getting called out of my name, as my mama used to call it. And I do apologize to everyone.
It's all right. It happens. It's the color scheme. We're going to blame this. These colors are just so close.
Jenna Gould is going to watch this one go by for a ball.
Ooh. But we are down to 4 outs.
I'll tell you right now, I got so into the game, I just picked one.
Yeah.
And
you can't go wrong with either one of these teams. They've both been battling tonight.
It's just I love watching these games. I just love watching games in general, but these two teams are fun to watch. Swung on, foul back for a strike, so 1-1 now the count to Gould. And here's the pitch. A little off-speed pitch, but it's going to carry. And here's the pitch from Hawkins. That's swung on and missed, strike 2, excuse me. Now 2-2. Have we had anybody chat with us, Brett?
Not that I know of.
Not that we know, yeah.
It's been
well, if you
quiet
are
tonight.
listening to us there on our YouTube channel, go ahead and get down there and chat with us. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know where you're watching from. That's going to be outside for a ball. And as you can tell, the fans are not too happy. It's getting to that part of the game where the fans aren't going to be happy with anything.
Yeah, we're going to have one happy and one not.
Yep.
No matter how it goes.
Can't please everybody. That's going to be a pop fly back behind. Too fast of a drop there for either Wilson or Williams to get to. So the count remains 3-2. And this is just game 1 of the 3-game series. We go back here tomorrow night at the same time, 6 o'clock. And possibly a game 3 on Saturday, depending on if it's needed. And that one inside high, says Madam Umpire.
Ooh, that was close.
And that's going to put a runner on first. And that's our second walk. Third walk, excuse me, of the game is Savannah Lindsay is going to step in.
Your cleanup hitter right here. Go get a clean up and put your team.
She said pop flies out the last 2 at-bats.
Ooh.
That's going to be a foul tip.
Ooh, they're going. Oh, and he got away. Oh.
And I'm not sure how that one works when it was a
foul tip. Because it didn't play dead. The runner can't advance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think the rule
But then if
changes.
you throw it,
yeah,
and it goes in the outfield,
but it's a dead ball. So how does that work out?
I don't know. I guess it didn't matter because they didn't. It didn't matter.
That's going to be hit into right center field, but it's going to be caught by Jordan Warren. And like you said, she's going to cover the whole thing.
Yeah, she's fast.
And that's going to be out number 3. So the base runner does nothing for the Maidens. And we're heading to the top of the 7th, which is the possible last inning.
Yeah.
So, Brett, we were talking at the beginning of the tips and your kind of your points of the game. Let's do the last inning. What do you see in this last inning that both of these teams need to do? We got Hawkins coming up first. So what are your keys to the final inning?
Well, Frankston needs to get 3 up, 3 down. They don't need to play around with Hawkins. Give themselves the best opportunity to win. So if they can stay away from the errors and mistakes that they've made earlier in the game and just get Hawkins back out on the field themselves, I think that's their key. And obviously, you know, your Hawkins, you want to expand the lead. I mean, this is a big inning for both. You know, Hawkins has this at bat, but Frankston will bat last, and that's a key. They'll switch that tomorrow. They'll kind of alternate and do a coin flip on Saturday. So that home field advantage is key. It's going to give them a chance to walk off with a game-winning hit if possible. But right now, advantage Hawkins. Right now, I mean, they're ahead, and the way this game has gone, it's been back and forth. So you want to be in that position where you're ahead versus being behind. That's always the case. I don't know if I've ever heard, let's play from behind. That's a good way. That's a good place to be. So, you know, the pressure is on both teams, but, you know, more pressure to me is on Frankston right now because you've got to get out of this inning and then go score at least one run to keep the game going.
Right.
Hawkins is fine with it. They'll end the game right now, and they're fine with it. So we'll see if Frankston answers the call here, and
we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Gentry Evans is going to lead things off. She hit a base hit. Speedster there beat the run out there in the last inning. And she kind of breaks like she's going to bunt and pulls up. So a big inning for both teams right now. Hawkins just trying to hold on to the lead and probably get a little more added on to it. That's going to be right down the pipe. And 1-1 now the count. The Frankston Maidens trying to stall any kind of addition to the lead and then get back up to the batter's box and put some runs on the board. That's going to be a bunt attempt and a strike. So 1-2 for Gentry Evans. And don't forget, Brett Gentry's got a lot of speed out of that batter's box.
Yeah, we saw it earlier. That's some speed out there in the outfield.
That's going to be down.
A little low.
And that's going to be a pop fly back. It's going to hit on the net. And the count's going to stay 2-2. The wind is not as constant as it was at the start of the game. It's just kind of gusty every once in a while. So the nice cool breeze we had at the beginning is kind of stalled out for us here. A good hit, high fly ball. And Lobig calls everybody off from the infield and says, I got it.
That's what they need. They got the out.
And they get the out number 1. Tatum Smith. He's going to step in. Top of the lineup. She's been on base twice. Grounded out. Back in the 6th. Excuse me, in the 5th. So we'll see if they have her bunt or hit away. And it looks like they're going to try to get her to bunt.
She showed
as Savannah Lindsay makes the break towards home every single time.
She's had that bunt hit going.
Oh, yeah, she's gotten on base on that thing twice now.
She's good at that.
And there it is, straight up the middle. And the run is, she is just there.
She's just too fast.
I mean, you can't. I mean, Savannah Lindsay, the third baseman, did a perfect job of playing that bunt. She was down the line before the ball was even hit, had it, and just there's no play. She did a good job of not throwing and putting a possible error in there to let Tatum make it to first.
It's almost like you just need to say, okay, Tatum Smith, we'll just put her on first base.
Yeah. So Hawkins is going to watch that one go by.
She's taking the lead off there.
She's kind of egging them on, isn't she? Kind of daring them to throw.
That's what adds gray hairs and hairs lost to coaches right there. Keith.
And to fans. Whew. That's an
Ooh.
inside hit. And out.
She ripped that
Oh,
one.
play.
Man, that would have been.
She'd have straightened that one out. That might have been over.
Yep. Whew. Still quick on that swing. That was definitely an over the fence shot there.
It was, but the wrong fence once
Yeah.
again.
It's probably the best hit ball today.
It was a good hit.
She's got to straighten it out.
Yep, 1-1 now the count. Here's the hit. And Smith is daring them.
Oh, and
a little rundown.
Okay.
And Smith is going to slide and in safe.
Gosh, dog.
So Smith dared them to throw on her, and they did, and she took advantage of it and got into second base.
Man.
And 2-1 is the count over at to Hawkins.
Coach is like, no. Yes, okay, good job. Oh, man.
Yeah, Coach Hawkins over there is not sure what to feel right now. Neither is Coach Wilkins right now over in the dugout. And that's going to be a pop fly. And a good job by Julian Gold to get over there and get the out. And now the Maidens do a good job and get 2 down there.
Now another one of those speedsters is up, the center fielder.
Yep, Jordan Warren.
And she's probably not going to bunt here with 2 outs. So we'll see if she.
I've seen stranger things.
Yeah.
Not the show.
Well.
And there's the bunt down third base line, but it's going to go foul. So everybody will reset.
She's probably not going to bunt, and then she bunts. What do you know?
But maybe Coach Hawkins thought that everybody's thinking the way you thought.
Yeah. I sure was thinking that. But if you trust your team, if you know
right.
she can put the bunt down. And it would have been good if it was in fair play. So
that's going to be fouled back. So really quick, Jordan Warren finds herself 0-2.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I was gonna go out on a limb and say she's not bunting on 0-2.
No.
I mean that's
Doubt
that's like what is it? Gambling on the slot machine, or
right?
That's playing with fire.
So 0-2 is the count. Here's the pitch by Howie, and that's a good one on the corner, but no call.
Smith's playing with him again, Keith.
Burnett throws over to Lindsay. Lindsay does a good job of catching that one on the bounce and keeping it in field.
Man.
As Smith
is trying to get him to throw the ball around and produce some errors.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's trying to get that advance and get in that
fun.
running.
It's kind of fun watching her.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit, but straight.
Oh,
and Lindsay, good concentration to stay with it and get out number 3. And, Brett, we are on to the bottom of the 7th and possibly the last 3 outs of the game for Frankston.
Yeah, they have three chances here. We'll see if they can come from behind and walk off, or at least extend the game here. As we had a good one here at Tyler Legacy on the campus here. The new athletic complex tonight.
And it's a pretty one. But before we do that, we're going to go and take a little break. We're break ourselves from a little playoff action brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. Don't go away.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
back here at sorry, right when I started talking, a ball came right at me.
That hit you right square in the forehead.
That would have hit me in the forehead if I didn't have a net right in front of me. We're back at Tyler Legacy for the bottom of the 7th, possible final 3 outs for the game. But if Frankston has anything to say about it, if it is the final 3 outs, they're going to have it in walk-off faction. Yeah. Maybe not even 3 outs, just a walk-off run and get out of here. So we'll see what they can do.
A walk-off homer.
That would be nice.
That would be cool.
A walk-off home run would be nice for Frankston fans.
Or a diving catch in center field from Davis.
Yes.
From Warren to end the game. That would be nice. Either team. We're not for the team. I want to see something spectacular here.
Kind of like we saw the other night with Kilgore and Buller.
Yes, with Jason Salas. Incredible play.
So Kinley Howie is going to be first at bat for the Maidens.
So no pressure, Frankston or Hawkins. We want something incredible here.
Let's go watch that one go by for a strike, says the umpire. And the wind's going to pick up here in the final inning. Here's the pitch from Hawkins. It's going to be high for a ball, now 1-1.
You know, if we just started the game right now, Keith, the temperature's absolutely perfect. But it's now the last inning.
And
possibly.
Possibly the last inning. And, I'm kind of liking the early start, though, even though it was hot.
It is early, but
that's going to be outside for a ball, so now it's 2-1.
We'll still have plenty of time to get home and have a decent evening time.
Something like that. Get home and spend some time. You get to go home and spend some time with your kids, and I'm going to go home and spend some time with mine.
Yeah.
Of course, I have a swinging on and miss. That's going to be strike 2. I have a teenager, and, sometimes that's hit or miss on whether she wants to talk or not.
Depends on if she's mad at you or not. You wouldn't be so mean to her.
I haven't talked to her much today. She's been at school, so I don't know what I'm walking into sometimes. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high. So we got ourselves a full count here, Brett, to start off the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah.
And you got to think there's nerves going on both sides, not just at the plate.
Yeah. You
got to think that Trinity Hawkins is having a little jitter up there in the circle.
I'm not going to say this batter is the game, but it's huge. If they can, if the first out or the first person on base.
And that's going to be a walk.
Yeah.
And Howie, this is second walk. Howie was walked back in the 5th.
I'm going to go ahead and say it, Keith. The winning run is at bat.
Yes, the winning run is at bat. Runner on first, no outs for the Maidens. Burnett is stepping in. So now both coaches are making plans, trying to get things plotted away. Burnett breaks down and squares away for a bunt. Pulls back in time, says the umpire, even though the fans, as you can probably hear behind me, disagree heartily that she did not pull back in time.
Oh, to your side, Keith did not like that call.
I'm on the Hawkins fan side, and you're on the Frankston fan side. So 2-0 the count. And I have a feeling that Coach Hawkins may, if we have another walk here, Coach Hawkins may come out and have a talk with the pitcher.
Have a little nice
chat. Just a good calm down and we're behind you type conversation. Here's a pitch. That's inside. And I thought that was on the corner. Ooh. But according to the umpire, and Riley Williams is turning around to have a conversation to ask what's wrong, what's been missing.
What do we have to do to get a strike call?
And I'll tell you right now, those pitches have been strikes all night. Yep. I'm not going to lie. That one's in there for a strike finally.
It's a good pitch there.
And a good pitch and a good take by Burnett.
Yeah.
Because you want to, you won it so far on that situation there. And Hawkins brings the pitch. That's going to be bunted down but foul. So just like that, Brett, we have a full count. She goes from 3-0 to 3-2.
Yeah, back-to-back 3-2 counts here. And Hawkins, they're making Hawkins work this inning, that's for sure.
And Coach Hawkins walks out to the field and kind of yells at her infield and pitcher, and not in a bad way. I'm just saying yells some more.
I don't know if maybe she didn't like the way they were ready for that bunt there.
Yeah, the reaction maybe wasn't what she wanted. Here's the pitch, and a good hit. That's going to go to the shortstop, and we have a 6-4 and no turn on that. But Tatum Smith gets over to J.C. Smith, and we have our first out. The lead runner's gone, but on the fielder's choice, we still have a runner at first with Burnett.
The Smith to Smith fielder's choice.
Yes, Smith to Smith.
And if you're Hawkins, that's fine. You've took out that lead base runner, but still Frankston right now winning run at the plate.
With Coraline Happel. She got a base hit back in the 5th. And that one's going to bounce, and the runner's going to go as Burnett's going to take it on the wild pitch. And so a runner now in scoring position, Brett.
Yeah.
For the Maidens. And that changes up your game plan there as the coach with your runner now at second instead of at first. And what do you do now with Happel?
I think she's swinging away here. I don't think she's trying to bunt.
You were right. Swung on and missed for a strike.
Now,
and I thought that first one was a ball. I apologize because it bounced.
I didn't mean go swing into the jungle because that was awful high.
So you got a 0-2 count. I apologize. That first pitch bounced. And I thought it was a ball, and it wasn't. It must have swung at it. I didn't see that. So 0-2 now the count. And swung on for strike 3. Yeah. So we got 2 outs, and now Frankston staring down the barrel of an out. The final out, possibly.
Yeah, so Jimenez is the final hope here. She's
the tying run on second.
She's got to get.
You got to get that runner in from second. If you want to continue the game, you got to get that runner in from second.
And you're taking the bunt out of play here with 2 outs.
Yeah. And that one way outside, but called a strike. I mean, I watched that one. That one looked like it was in the other batter's box on the left-hand side.
Maybe it's a wide strike zone and not a tall one. I don't know.
Here comes the pitch. High outside for a ball, so 1-1. And both sides of the fan base are.
Let me throw something out here.
What's that?
You got Burnett at second. She's pretty fast. Do you send her and possibly try to get them to throw it away and then be able to score on a?
I don't know. I mean, now you're down to your final strike with a 1-2 count. I think you do a hit and run as best you can here.
Yeah.
And hope for the best. You're kind of in a position where you really don't have a choice.
Yeah. You
tell your batter anything close, you swing. You tell your runner to run on anything that's hit.
Yeah.
So right now it's a position where run on anything, hit on anything. There it is. It's going to be hit up the middle. Hawkins has it. Throw over to first. That's the ball game. And that's going to be it for game 1 as the Lady Hawks pull that one out with a 3-2 victory over the Maidens. And a good fought game by both teams there.
Yeah,
as it took them a while to get started, but once they did, it was back and forth. But
everything you'd ask for in a
playoff game
of this caliber. I mean,
so the Lady Hawks take game 1 of a 3-game series, and we're going to be back here tomorrow night at the same place here at Tyler Legacy for game 2 of the series, and they're just going to switch sides. And Frankston will be the visiting team tomorrow night, and Hawkins will be the home team.
Now I like this, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
The team's coming together after the game.
Yep.
And looks like maybe they're going to talk, maybe say a prayer here.
Yeah.
It's great sportsmanship from both coaches and both teams.
And you like to see that. You like to see the sportsmanship and the camaraderie that happens.
That's something you're teaching your kids in high school. I mean,
And you get the young fans here that see that. And
none of these kids, I mean, most likely, none of them are going to the pros to do this. I mean, some of them may play in college or, whatever. But, this is a life lesson right here. This is you give it everything you have, and after the game, you tell the other team good game and way to go, and we'll see you tomorrow night. And that's where we'll be here tomorrow night, Keith.
Yep, we will.
We'll be here on Texan Live and YouTube for the audio.